Going on, guys? Your boy's back. Another episode of Hero's Journey. Got a good buddy here. Space Dust. Sony goes back to my face, just how it should be. Today we're doing a little, this is another episode of Hero's Journey. I think I already said that, but today I'm going to go through a couple little camera techniques. As you can probably see I'm doing right now, a couple little camera techniques that can help you showcase certain attributes of your movie, kind of enhance moods, create moods, showcase a villain, a hero, their journey. So as you can see in this video, what's up, Kate? As you can see in this video, we got Kate in the chat. We are doing a little kind of roundabout camera tutorial of how different camera angles can change your shot up. You know, change your shot. Like as you can see, we are shooting a very canted camera angle. So this is called a canted camera angle. And we're using the great light. So thank you again, Kate, for the amazing light. So right now, this angle, the camera is basically, as opposed to being straight, it's tilted like this. Now, all these camera angles, a very famous filmmaker really perfected these and really made these kind of what they are today. You might know him as the director of Citizen Kane and other, you know, pop-off hits. But, let me see, I'm getting a quick text real quick. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's just popping off. People can't believe how great this show's looking. All right, I just made that up. But so, yeah, Orson Welles was one of the, not first, but was one of the, I think, primary filmmakers who really started going crazy with moving the camera. And with that effect, was able to create moods and atmosphere and characters and who characters were, what they did, what they would do, just with how the camera would move and shift. And I'll tell you a few simple tips, a few simple ways that you can do this for yourself to help your own productions, your own Zoom calls, your own, you know, Instagram lives, and you're popping off. So first things first. So we got Tanner in the house. What up, Tanner? We're doing a couple camera techniques. So now this is going to be, a lot of this is, you know, it's going to be widescreen. So I know the phone is popping with, you know, the vertical these days, but this is a widescreen kind of more so tutorial. You can use these also for the other way, but really this, I mean, you can use these either way, but picture a horizontal screen like we're filming now, 16 by 9. Start off, I'm filming in a canted angle. This could also be called a tilted angle. Now, this angle is great for kind of disassociation. It's great for kind of when you're in mayhem. Say you have a character who, let's take Saw 1 for example. In Saw 1, they wake up in that room, they're looking around. Go back and watch that. You'll notice a lot of the angles, I mean, I'm not even sure, but will be canted. They'll be kind of tilted over on their side, and this creates a bit of a like disorder in how you're like, whoa, what's going on? It's not everything's flat and flush. It's all kind of like when you're a boat tilting side to side. It kind of creates chaos. So this is an easier, great angle to use when you just want to like kind of spice it up a little bit and have a little bit of disorder in the scene. So a lot of horror movies, a lot of action movies will do this. And this can be used in a medium close-up like I'm doing right now, or you could even go back and have it be like a, you know, a wider shot, and it can show the room like in Inception or in a lot of Nolan's movies, he'll do this a lot because it just really kind of throws you off as the audience. So now we'll take this tilt and we'll kind of go the other way. We'll take the camera and we'll go up and down. And I will demonstrate. We're bare bones in it, y'all. The lighting, etc. is very bare bones. We're going to go come back to middle here. And now we're going to go like this. We're going to go like this and look down. So I'm looking up at the camera. Now this angle, this is a great angle for, this could be used for villains and such, but this is actually an even better angle when it's up like this. For if you were, say, a victim in a horror movie, or you're you're scared, or you're walking around kind of frightened. You're tiptoeing around in a horror movie frightened. Oh, where's the killer? Where he is? Oh my god, there he is. Now, why that it does it is because the camera coming up like this, that's making you smaller. So you're decreasing. And it's also kind of, you sometimes are the camera when you're watching the movie. It's kind of subliminal in how that works, but really you're the camera. So you're looking down at this character, and this character is looking up. He's diminished. They are kind of in a lower position, physically and even mentally. A lot of these shots, they're physical, but they create that mental creation in how you're viewing the shot. Now let's take the opposite approach. So now I'm the guy getting murdered by Freddy. Now we come this other way, and now we're gonna look up at me. And this shot's always very flattering because you're looking up at your nose, etc., and your double chin. But this shot in Horrorland, I'm gonna zoom out too, is a great shot because this shot is signifying power and prestige over the subject or just the frame, because you're looking down. And just think about it, you can look at any horror movie and you're gonna go look at you're gonna cut to the damsel in distress falling, cut to the killer. Damsel in distress is gonna be like this. Oh no, please. Killer's gonna be like this. It's funny how it's so subliminal, yet when you start using these techniques, you really see how amazing they work, and it really can up the ante on your projects. Now I know these are a little unorthodox and just normal Zoom calls or normal day-to-day, but just think about when you're shooting yourself, you got your new bathing suit, you want a selfie. You want to be empowered, you want to be bigger than the world. You can go a little down with it, go a little down, because it shows how great you are. If you go two up, but this goes to also show it's kind of more flattering to shoot at least eye level with the lens and even a little more up. So you're kind of, basically the camera is basically near your forehead, because I've noticed, because I'm somewhat new to the vlog world, but I've noticed that when I first started vlogging with a bigger camera and I was using a wide angle and getting in there, I wanted to have it like this and be walking around in the world like this. Now this isn't bad. As you can see, you can still see up my nose, kind of still see the chin action. Go up a little more, and that actually creates upfill. Doing some camera techniques. That actually creates a little more of a pleasing image for you. So you can kind of figure out the shape of your face in the most pleasing image, and then go from there. Now this straight on shot, this shot always works great. Now you can have it down on a tripod and raise it up. And don't ever be scared to zoom in a little bit. Nice and centered, there you go. And now while we're here real quick, we'll do a little headroom discussion. So headroom. Now right now I would say my ideal amount of headroom is right there. Some people like to chop their head off. Some like to have more. But these days you'll look on your computer at your Zoom calls and everyone's doing this. Everyone's like, hey, how's it going? Easiest way to combat this take your eyes, put your eyes on the rule of third line. Imagine there's a tic-tac-toe board in the screen. You want your eyes on that rule of thirds line. So even if I'm in an extreme close-up, my eyes find the line, boom. And if I'm far away, find the line, boom. That's a very easy way to figure out how much headroom you have in your shot and how much you want. Is just find that, we got Val, we got Australia in the house. What time is it over there, dude? We're doing camera techniques. Camera techniques. So yeah, you should use these because, you know, so you can look your best. Look your best. So those are just a couple simple framing techniques. So, you know, lighting, etc. is definitely different, but another great use of your camera, and if you have a lens, is using some zoom. So let's say we're going to do a straight, you know, close-up. See, my headroom's pretty good. My eyes are on the line. I'm at tic-tac-toe board. You want your eyes right on that top line. If we zoom out, you know, it's a cool shot, you know, but you want a little of that blurry background. Some of that blurry background, zoom in some, or go closer to the camera, and you see the background's going to get blurrier and blurrier the closer I get. Then when I back up, it gets more in focus. An easy way to make your shots more cinematic and like the movies, besides shooting in 24 frames per second, because that's what movies are typically shot in. Reality shows are shot in more, and then now action and stuff shot in even more, 60 frames per second or 120, so you can slow it down smooth in post. But a couple easy tips are you just zoom in. So even if I'm way back here, when I come into the thing, you'll see the closer I get, the blurrier my background gets. And look, that's a cinematic shot. Because the background's blurry, that vocal blur. Now you don't have to be right up in the screen, but these are just a couple like simple tips you can use to make your stuff look better, and they're really easy. And even some of those last ones, like the typical horror movie tropes of the camera being tilted or up and down, it just helps you realize how much of framing really ends up mattering in your shots, in your cinema. Because you can think, oh, I just turned the camera on, boom, pointed at me, I'm good. Like you watch all your coworkers on their Zoom calls, they have their camera just pointed somewhere at them. And you're like, oh, that shot looks like crap. Why? Well, now you know they got to, you know, get a little closer, you know, maybe a little less headroom, maybe raise the camera up. That's another one of the biggest ones, is raise the camera up some. You know, this is never a flattering shot. So unless it's going to be extreme and it's like I'm coming to get ya, like it's never, to me, I always like to go at least there and up. And last quick tip, oh yeah, Kate jumping in. I sent out a ton, multiple questions for you about your career and his future career, about what I forgot to sell, ask tomorrow. Well, that's cool. Cool, Kate, I'd be happy to answer the questions to the youthful filmmakers of the world. Last quick tip, because I want this under 15. This is called a Zolly and a dolly. And no, he wasn't watching, so curse all you want. Have I been cursing? I don't know. Yeah. This is a PG show, y'all. Alright, Zolly. So when I zoom in, the camera's going to move too. So watch this. This is a cool technique. This is the Jaws technique. So watch him in. See? That's movie magic, y'all. Movie magic. You're getting this for free. It's Hero's Journeys. Just, you know, when you make your magnum opus of an Oscar winner, don't forget me. But that's a cool effect you create by moving the camera and you zoom in or out the opposite way, and it kind of lifts or pulls back the back and brings up or pulls front the subject. So that's a cool shot. All right, guys, we are at 15. We are out of here. Take us out, song. Peace.